And tomorrow, guys, we'll have Jared talking after the DU game, and then Nolan Pratt will speak after the Ball Arena game.
Grill him.
Coach, no Brent Burns out there today.
Yeah.
Is he feeling all right?
Yeah, he's doing okay. Yeah. He just had a little tweak there yesterday. I don't think it's anything serious, but like I kind of said with Landy too, that we're just getting started, so no use risking anything.
The two teams playing tomorrow, might be easier to ask who's not playing tomorrow?
Yeah, way easier. No Kempf, no Burns, no Mack, no Kivy, no Colton, no Gay. That might be it. Goalie, no Blackwood, no Langevin.
Is Sean Burns going to play at DU, and how has he built on his camp from last year?
I think he is playing in DU. Yeah, I think he's looked good. I think I've liked him in this camp. I think my expectations weren't too high because of the season that he missed, right? We get a quick look at him last year, and then he got hurt, misses a whole year. That's tough to come back from. Just because he's a year older doesn't mean he's going to be better, right? I think he needs to get back and get playing some hockey, and I believe he is in the DU game.
You definitely had a lot of praise for Parker Kelly last year, but how does he go from a guy that you guys really didn't know that well to a 4-year contract, basically?
Easy. Just watching him operate every day. Yeah. Like, he's a committed guy. I love his skating. We have the flexibility with him to be able to play middle or the wing. I talked about yesterday why I like him on the wing, but he's still a good option, and with injuries and whatnot, that you have another guy that can play center without having to go get somebody. Just highly competitive guy that wants to win, and his details are really good. Kind of fits the mold of what we've had in successful, third and fourth lines in the past, and so he's easily identifiable as a guy that we can move forward with.
You said you didn't watch much film on Barnacop before you got here after 3 days. What did you thought?
I've liked him a lot. So he doesn't speak English yet, or very good English. He understands some, but not a lot. So the concern is that he's not doing the right things, like in coverage, off our forecheck, whatever the system, whatever piece of our system that you want to crack. But he, if you go to the board with him, and Prish has been helping him a lot, talking to him, like after the video sessions and whatnot, and he's picking it up. He's a good hockey player. He's big, he's strong, he's got good hands, he skates pretty well, kind of fits the mold of what we would like in a fourth line, center. So just making sure that we get him so he's not overthinking it, and so he's not doing the wrong things. Every once in a while we'll catch him, I'll be like, oh, what was that? But it's because he did, you saw in the one drill, even at the end of the practice, whistling there, everyone's supposed to leave to go around the cones, and he's standing there, oh, what do I do? And then you point, and there he goes, so he's still figuring out the English part of it. Will help him with, whoever we can to help him understand it as we kind of get moving further along.
A couple of your players have mentioned working with Andrew Cogliano, Zelensky, Parker Kelly. Have you seen the returns of some of that one-on-one work with guys?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I just think it's right now we got 60 guys in here, so Cogs even today, we're all here to help get the best version out of our players as we can, right? So we do session 1, there's some young guys leaving the ice, Cogs is grabbing them, talking to them about their first 3 days of camp, Now we'll be getting off on this session, and he'll be grabbing a few more of the young guys and checking in with them. And he's always around, just another voice, a guy that's highly respected in our room, and when he's able to relay any information to these guys, what exactly management wants to see from them, what exactly the coaching staff, what our thoughts are on those young guys for their first 3 days of camp, where they need to improve. We're not trying to go through camp and exhibition and then tell them what we didn't like, right? We're trying to improve it right now to give them the best chance of success we can.
So July, pick a date, 4th, 8th, 10th. From the outside, people were saying, "Oh man, like they don't have enough forward. They don't have enough NHL forwards. They don't. Like, they haven't." Just how? I'm sure you guys internally were like, "Whatever, we're gonna figure it out." But like, just how important was it over the course of like later in the summer to bring Kivy back, to get Victor Olofsson? Like you have more NHL depth now than you did.
Yeah. No, I think it's huge. Like you want to be going into the season with, for us, it's 7 or 8 D, it's 12 or 13 or 14 forwards, right? Whatever we can fit under the cap, so we have a full roster. Then plus the guys that still need a little bit of time down there that we can call up and that can make an impact for us and still need time in their development. So, yeah. Summer's not over till it's over, you know. So obviously Chris and his staff were talking to Olofsson and Kivy and staying in touch, and sometimes things take time. So yeah, July 4th, we don't have our team yet, but we're not starting until September 17th.
How are you feeling? Like you mentioned, Barron's like the depth on defense beyond like the guys like Middleton. Like if it came to it, how are you feeling? Like you got.
Well, I like some of those guys. I mean, like, hey, listen, I'll just go right to 2 guys that played some really good games for us last year, Jack Kashan and Wyatt Amott. There's 2 guys right there. I don't think we're going to have room for everyone to start the year, but there's 2 guys that came up, played a couple of games for us last year, and they were outstanding. So I feel good right there. Now we more so you add Barron's, Attard. Like we've got guys that I'm still like learning about. Barron's included. You know, I can't go on what he did 3 years ago in college. I have to watch him play now, and we'll make our decisions from there. But I feel pretty good about their team. I like the team that's going to be down in Loveland this year.
I'm curious, when it comes to PTOs, obviously you don't have any this year, but is that more of a you, a Chris? Is that a combination? And kind of what went into the decision to not have any of them this year?
It's all on need, right? It's all on need. I mean, if we had holes to fill that a PTO guy that's available and wanted to come could fill, then we'd bring him. You know, we feel good about the competition we have here right now. Like we got a center position open, and depending on who fills that, maybe a wing position open just with OC out, right? So, and we feel confident that we can fill those positions in the group we have right now with some of the development of our young guys and guys like Barnacop coming over, Brindley coming over, right? So, yeah, if there was a need for guys, like we couldn't get somebody signed and we needed roster spots and we felt like one of those guys could help us and they wanted to come, then we'd bring them in. Yeah, and we'd still explore every option to help make our team better now moving forward. But usually when the PTO guys pick their spot, teams aren't letting them go until exhibition is over, right?
Are you surprised that Kivy didn't get like a 3-year deal from somebody else, or like a bigger?
Yeah.
Like because he scored 16 goals and is a good 2-way player and just.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, he had a really good year for us last year. I mean, that's a lot of goals for a guy that bounced from our 3rd and 4th line. He's a competitive guy. He knows how to win. Very trusted player for us. We're excited to have him back.
You talked to Ross yesterday, and he made a point to talk about how he felt like the team needed a little bit more grit and physicality versus last year. And he specifically pointed out, like, you know, if we see guys getting on Nate and Kale, we need to respond to that. And just saying, like, you know, put a little bit of that fear into other teams.
Yeah.
Do you agree that's something that's been missing from your group the last couple of years?
I don't know about missing, but the more of it you can have, the better off you are, right? Like, you want to be a physical, hard team. And part, like, you know, I go back to just, hey, the physicality guys like he brings, he misses time, right? Landy wasn't in the lineup, Val, you know, like we had some big power forwards out at times over the last couple of years, and every guy that adds a little bit of that grit and physicality to their game with and without the puck helps, you know? So, yeah, would I like to see Ross ramp that up? Yeah. Kells, as we moved him to the wing, he got super physical. OC brings that. Like, I think we got a lot of guys that it's part of their DNA and it's part of how they play. So, like, to me, it's not something that's missing. It's just like the more you have of it, I think the harder you are to play against.
Last ones?
Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Appreciate it.
Yep.